नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोर् श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोर्न वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। जयतां सुरतौ पंगो मम मंदमतेर्गते मत्सर्वस्य पदाम्भोजौ राधा मदनमोहनं। देव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेष्ठादेवी सेव्यमानो स्मरामि। श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भे वंशे वटतटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणु स्वनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथ श्रीयस्तुनः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गे राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरे वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। Side effect of Kali Yuga is it not only destroys all the good qualities, and also it creates a most ferocious, dangerous ocean of miseries, ocean of troubles in front of people. So people cannot cross ocean, you cannot cross. So the Kali Yuga creates like that. Now this corona is there. It is unfathomable. People don't know. Only by taking shelter to Krishna he can really do it, because he is like an ocean. You cannot just cross over. It's so far unfathomable. That is the situation. And also the effect of Kali Yuga is that it creates a great darkness around you. You can't know, means you can't imagine which side to go, which side is what. Everything is dark. The only beauty is that the merciful Krishna has released Srimad Bhagavatam. The Srimad Bhagavatam is like the sun. In this darkness, Srimad Bhagavatam is like sun. It shows you a path. Kalo nashta dushamesham puranarko dhunotitaha. So that is the beautiful advantage of Srimad Bhagavatam. Is the benediction. Lord Krishna completed his pastimes on earthly planet. He left to his abode, and he ensured that all his people are also, all the Yadu dynasty was also removed, because they became very proud. And he has removed them. And the moment Krishna left, the Kali really entered. He made entry onto this earth. By then, as we discussed yesterday, as Krishna left, all Pandavas also left from this planetary system, from this earthly planet, and enthroned Parikshit Maharaj. But Parikshit Maharaj was very intelligent. And he knows the Gunagna Sarabhagina. He is a perfect understanding personality about how to tackle with Kali Yuga. Like our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, he knows, because he is blessed by various great Vaishnavas all over the world, especially from India. He is very much dear and very friendly to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So he himself personally called over phone to him. So he has blessings, and because of that he knows how to tackle, and I'm sure that he will be successful in tackling and become world famous leader. So this Parikshit Maharaj, he is very sensible, and he is very competent, and he knows very well how to tackle the Kali Yuga. So he performed a wonderful 3 Ashwamedha Yajnas, and he married a daughter of Uttara Kumara, and I got sons like Janamejaya and wonderful thing. And when everything was going on nicely, Parikshit Maharaj started seeing that Kali effects are slowly being manifested. So actually the bad qualities are even the expenses. Generally they say that the expenses or bad qualities are like a garden. So we have a green is there, so you should always run your you should keep on trimming the grass, otherwise the grass keep on growing. So your bad qualities also will grow and your expenses also keep on growing. So you should always once in a month or once in 15 days you have to run the machine so that the extra grass doesn't come. So intelligent person will have a look at it, whether I am increasing my expenses, whether my bad qualities are going up. So they will tackle and they always trim it. So he saw that some trimming is required, and he took is all Chaturanga Bala, all 4 types of army he took, and he got onto a chariot where 4 black horses are yoked onto that, and his dhwaja is the Simha dhwaja. Like Arjuna's dhwaja was Hanuman, Kapit dhwaja, whereas his descendant Parikshit Maharaj is Simha dhwaja, having the Singha picture. So he was traveling. He traveled to Bhadrashva, Ketumala, Bharata, Uttar Kuruvarsha, Kimpurisha, different places he went, and he was well received by all the devotees there. And actually he was not required to fight with anybody because he was already ruling. It is some sort of just going and giving a best wishes, which are even somebody is thinking of doing some mischief, some sort of a check, let it check. Everybody, and wherever he went, everybody gave all the donations. They said that, my dear sir, we are your servants. Always we are your servants. They affirmed, and he was moving nicely. And wherever he saw, to his heart content, to his pleasure, he found that everybody was glorifying Krishna and everybody is glorifying their grandfathers. And how Krishna established Dharma and how Pandavas were devoted to Krishna everywhere. And they were glorifying Krishna. Oh, he is such a personality of Godhead. Still, he was so much attached, so much dedicated, and so much friendly, and so much loving towards Pandavas. He was acting as a messenger, he was acting as a chariot driver, and they were just glorifying Krishna like anything. That's why the connection between Pandavas and Krishna is matchless. Dashna sparsha samlape shenashana bhojane. Always they were so much close. They used to see Krishna time to time, and they used to touch him, Krishna, like we used to touch like we touch our brother, like we touch our friend, like we touch our younger brother. They used to touch him, they used to talk to him, they used to see him, they used to eat food, they used to take food jointly, they used to discuss, they used to sit down together. After prasadam is over, oh come on, let us relax and discuss about. They used to relax, and they used to sleep. So in every way, Krishna acted as if their best friend, best relative. Just imagine. With such a great relation, great attachment, can anybody bear the separation from Krishna? They cannot do that. That's why Pandavas really faced a big when Krishna left. So he was very, very happy. At that time when he was just further moving, at some place Parikshit Maharaj saw one bull with one leg and also saw one cow crying. and weeping so much. And he found that the bull was so much white, sparkling white. And they were talking in a very deep manner. And the bull is none other than Dharma Devata, and the cow is none other than the Mother Earth. So the Parikshit Maharaj saw that they were discussing. He was just at a distance. They were watching, and Dharma Devata was asking that, are you feeling why you are so much crying? The Dharma Devata was asking. Actually, her condition itself is pathetic, because she is having, and that bull is having only one leg, and she is trying to console the cow. Are you having any mental agony? Why you are crying? Are you worried about some of your relatives who are far away? Are you worried about that in the coming days people are going to yajnas and they are going to kill you for meat eating? And now that Krishna has completed his pastimes, are you thinking about him and worried that you have missed out everything? Like that he started saying. At that time, the cow, who is the Mother Earth, started saying that, the first of all, my worry is actually I lost association of Krishna. I lost complete association of Krishna. Because Krishna is endowed with so many wonderful qualities. Satyam, Saucham, Daya, Kshanti, Tyaga, Santosha, Arjavam, Shama, Damas, Tapav, Shaumyam, Tidiksho, Paratishrutam, Nanam, Viraktirashparyam, Shauryam, Tejo, Balam, Smriti, Swatantram, Kaushalam, Kshanti, Thairyam, Ardhavamevacha, Pragalbhyam, Prashaya, Shilam, Sahaojo, Balam Bhaga, Gambhiryam, Stairyamastikyam, Kirtinmano Ahankruti, Yetajanye cha Bhagavan, Nitya Yatra Mahaguna, Prarthya Mahadichanvi, Priyanti Smakarhiche, Tenaham Gunapatrena, Srinivasena Sampratam, Shochami. You see, Supreme Lord is endowed with so many wonderful qualities: Satyam, Saucham, Daya, Shanti, Santosha, Arjavam, Shama, Dama, Samyam, so many wonderful qualities. But now I am Sochami, now I am now crying. Rahitam lokam papana kalinekshitam. Now Krishna, because he has left, so now I am also losing all these qualities I have missed. Because whenever Krishna is walking on me, it's like a goosebumps. I used to feel so much pulakankita, I used to feel so happy. But now, what can you do? He has left. So now the Kali effect has come. That's my biggest worry. And also she said that, I am also worried about you because you are Dharma. Because Dharma means Satyam, Daya, Tapas, Saucham. And without Dharma, Dharmena Hena Pashabhi Samana. If a person is without Dharma, he will be like animal. If he is not following Satyam, if he is not following Daya, if he is not following Saucha, and Tasatyam Daya Tapas Saucham, and if he is not following Tapasya, and he is nothing, he is equivalent to an animal. And by seeing your condition that you have lost already 3 legs, only you are jumping, you are actually limping on only 1 leg. So actually your actual pathetic condition is also worrying me. Then they were discussing among themselves like this. One a person who is decorated like a king, but his appearance like a Shudra. He came there and started beating the single-legged bull. He did not threaten. He did not beat the cow, but he did beat the dharma. That's why whenever demonic people come, they first destroy the dharma. That's why whenever even Hiranyakashipu came, first he plans that let all the yajna be stopped, let all the temple be stopped, let all devotees be put into trouble. So they always try to destroy the dharma. The moment the dharma is destroyed, the people will lose all the auspiciousness. When they lose auspiciousness, it is easy to capture them. It is easy to trouble them. So even now, just look at our condition. Even when there is a inauspiciousness, we are trying to completely eradicate. We are going to do the counter action of this inauspiciousness by speaking about Krishna, speaking about Bhagavatam in a systematic manner, in a vrata manner. We wanted to read, we wanted to hear entire Bhagavatam in 30 days. It's called ek vrata. Regular reading, regular hearing is different. For example, the big difference. There's a okay, I take everyday breathing. I'm taking breathing, but this breathing and ICU breathing both are not same. Somebody may say that no, there's no need to put that. I know how to breathing. The ICU breathing is different. So presently the entire universe, entire earthly planet is in ICU. So we need different breathing. So we need serious breathing. That is, we have to take seriously Srimad Bhagavatam. This is ICU. We are in ICU condition. It's not a relaxed. I take one shloka, I read it, Hare Krishna. No, that's not sufficient. Now you have to take vrata. If you want to achieve certain thing, even demigods, even the demons, when they want to achieve, they take tapasya. So now we have taken a tapasya of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam completely for 30 days. This is called tapasya. I'm going to tell also few wonderful things. This is the secret. Knowing the secret, one will be very, very successful. So we are actually doing this, trying to bring back the auspiciousness by praying to Jagannath that he should come as soon as possible. Praying Radha Madan Mohan that as soon as possible we are waiting for their darshan. Let them open so that we all will see and all devotees can see. Let all the lakhs of people go to Tirumala Tirupati Dham and have the Padmavati Balaji darshan. Let people go to Puri Kshetra and have darshan of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. Let people take the darshan of Radha Ras Bihari in Juhu. People go and take darshan of Radha Madhav in Mayapur. People take darshan of Krishna Balaram, Radha Shyam Sundar in Vrindavan. This is what we are trying to look at. Bring auspiciousness. For that auspiciousness, we need to do Rata. So, knowledge of Vedic education, let this Rata be practiced by all people, so that we are doing the best authentic and proper Vrata Palana, so that we will be achieving our success and all our desires will be fulfilled and auspiciousness will dawn. So at the time that fellow was trying to destroy the dharma, whereas devotees immediately act on how to bring auspiciousness. When the demons, they try to destroy the dharma so that they want to aggravate the situation, devotees try to bring auspiciousness so that they counteract the inauspiciousness. This is the difference between. So we are devatas and the demons they create. So that is the difference. So we are working on behalf of, we are actually invoking Krishna to bring auspiciousness, because he only can bring auspiciousness. So we are Advaita Acharya was praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that now nobody is interested in the bhakti. My dear Lord, you appear and bring the auspiciousness. He was imploring the Supreme Lord Krishna, so that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So we also, by hearing Bhagavatam, discussing Bhagavatam and releasing Bhagavatam and taking pledge that I will read Bhagavatam and making the point that, oh Jagannath, when you come I will dance, or pledging that, and also whenever I go to Sankirtan I will dance. By this process actually we are bringing auspiciousness. So this is our process. So when this Kali Yuga Parushan was beating, and at that time he was not beating the cow, but his cow is very soft, sattva guna animal, and she is a lady, so she started trembling. She is fearful and started passing urine and dung. So at that time, the Parikshit Maharaja saw that this fellow is doing something inauspicious. It is unacceptable, and he immediately jumped into scene and just took up the sword. And first of all, he did not do anything to him. First of all, he has given confidence to the bull and the cow, because he is not worried about Kalipurusha. He is worried about his devotees. Even if we look at the Gajendra Moksha is a very wonderful, that we will be discussing in the coming days. When he was caught by crocodile, and there was a fight for 1,000 years, and the elephant was pulling the crocodile out of the water, and the crocodile is pulling the elephant into the water. So there was more time dwelling in water and very less time dwelling on the land. Because of that, the elephant became very, very weak. So after 1,000 years, when they started praying, the Supreme Lord appeared. Hari has appeared. And what he did first? He is not bothered about crocodile. He is bothered about the devotee Gajaraj. So what he did first? The moment the elephant saw that Supreme Lord is coming from the sky on the bird carriage, and she immediately, out of in that great agonic miserable condition also, she took one lotus flower and offered to Supreme Lord. And when that elephant offered the lotus flower to Supreme Lord, so he caught hold of the trunk and pulled him out. So his main concern is paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkrita. So killing dushkrita is not his priority. His priority is that first soothing should be given to the devotee. So first of all, he took the flower and also he pulled the elephant by holding the trunk. The moment onto earth is coming, the elephant will feel safe. After pulling everything on top, then he applied the chakra and killed the crocodile. So that is called Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Dushkrita. So when Parikshit Maharaj also, he is also a true follower of Dharma, he also knows the activities of the Supreme Lord. That's why first when he jumped, he did not punish the Kalipurusha. First of all, he has given assurance to the bull and cow. So that, don't worry, I have come, your protection is. After assuring them, then he took on to that fellow. Because killing him is not a big issue in 1 second. First of all, the Dharma Devata and the cow, they are worried. So that's why he has given protection, assurance. And he mentioned, and he immediately tried to punish that fellow. And that fellow is also a very tricky fellow. So immediately he knows very well that Parikshit Maharaj is a very devoted and Dharmavan. So the moment he surrendered, Parikshit Maharaj has given him shelter, him also the shelter. And he said that, please get out from my kingdom. He just, and when he said that, get out of my kingdom, he said that the Kalipurusha said, how it is possible? Actually the entire universe is yours. Even if you give, even if I go away from your presence, far away, still I will be simply frightened by looking, even simply by imagining your picture, because I am seeing you like a death personified in front of me. This picture is now in my heart, so I can't forget this. So wherever I go, always this picture will be, this image will be haunting me, so I can't live peacefully. So I am requesting you, my dear sir, you give me some place where you will never go. And I will be very confident that you are not going to come at any point to that place. You give such a place so that I will be 100% sure that Parikshit Maharaj is not going to come that place. I can be very safe. So he was very tricky and very clever fellow. That is the effect of Kali Yuga. So that's why he will become active. So at that time, Abhyardhina Satastasmai Sthanane Kalaye Dadao Dhyutam Panam Striya Suna Yatra Dharmas Chaturvidha. So at that time, Dhyutam, Panam, Striya, Suna. These are the 4 places. That Adharmas Chaturvidha. These are places of Adharma. Dhyutam is the gambling, Panam is Madhura, that's Surapana, Striya, that is the Vichara, and Suna is animal killing. So these are the Yatra, Adharma, Chaturvidha. These are the 4 places. So when, but the person further insisted, then you plus give me a little bit more. Then Punasya Yachamanaya Chatarupa Madat Prabho Tatonrutam Madam Kamam Rajo Vairam Chapanchamam. Jatarupam is gold. Then he has given the another place gold also. So because wherever gold is there you will find Anrutam, Madam, Kamam, Vairam. These are the, always wherever there is this gold is there is a possibility of Anrutam, means Asatya. Asatya will be there. Next, Madam means proud. Then comes Kamam, that is passion. Then comes Vairam, that is enmity. And these are 4-5 things will be there. And that's why after telling this, Sutta Goswami has warned everybody that Athetani na sevete bhubhusho purusha kvachit visheshato dharmasila raja loka patir guru. That's why one should be very careful about these things. That's why we even in the spiritual activities, Srila Prabhupada has introduced that whoever wants to take initiation, they should be free from all these 4 sins. No intoxication, no meat eating, no gambling, and no illicit sex. So he made it very compulsory. You just see any other sampradaya, any other religious principle, religious institutions. If somebody wants to take initiation, no problem, come, take, go. But here it is not like that, because it is Vedic culture, which is completely based on Srimad Bhagavatam. Because it is based on Srimad Bhagavatam, the Kali Purusha, wherever the Kali is there, Krishna cannot be there. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Andhakar. Wherever Krishna is there is no Maya's Adhikar. So if the Maya is engulfing a personality with meat eating, intoxication, illicit sex, and the Juda, Krishna cannot stay there. So Srila Prabhupada made it compulsory, which is coming from the Parampara system, that whoever wants to take initiation, they wanted to take up the spiritual activities, they should be away from these 4 sinful activities. It has been very clearly mentioned. And Parikshit Maharaj is a Gunagna Sarabhagina. He is a very intelligent person. He knows very well. Somebody may say, oh, Parikshit Maharaj, why he did like that? He should have not given this. He should have not given this. Otherwise, we would have been very happy. So, it is not like that. Parikshit Maharaj is a Gunagna Sarabhagina. He said that he knows very well one point, that in the Kali Yuga, in the auspicious activities, they give results very quickly. That is the beauty of Kali Yuga. If you take up any auspicious activity, if you say that, okay, for next 1 month, I will not speak any lie. For next month, I will not abuse anybody. For next month, like that, whatever some activity, punya karya, for next month, I will go to Madan Mohan temple and I'll have 108 parikrama. But just I'm taking example. Any punya karya, any bhakti karya that you take as a vow, immediately it gives results. That is the beauty of Kali Yuga. Because the Shastra and Supreme Lord know that these Kali Yuga people cannot take vow. They cannot be really serious. Even if that boy, even if a person is taking little bit, let us encourage him. Let us encourage him so that he would become attracted towards dharma. So this is the advantage. That's why you see there are so many demigod worshippers, there are so many other non-god worshippers. We see that they are getting so many things. Why they are doing? They are taking tapasya 1 month. 1 month they do brahmacharya. 1 month they sleep on the floor. 1 month they take only one time food. 1 time they will not abuse anybody. And after 1 month, you will find that whatever he has desired, he has planned for one flat, he buys that flat. He is very happy. So their goal also very simple. And whatever they think that, oh, you see, I was worshipping this God and I got it. It is not that God has so and so God has not given you. It is the dharma you are following. When the moment you, that is Kali Yuga effect. Kali Yuga effect. Even if you are doing punya, little bit punya karya, and you get results very quickly. Just imagine the Gunagna Sara Bhagina. That is good. And moreover, another advantage of Kali Yuga, which Parikshit Maharaj knows very well, what is that? In this Kali Yuga, simply by thinking punya karya, not even performing. Okay, if you think that, okay, when Jagannath Yatra starts, I will dance. Okay, so far I never danced, but now I will dance. You are not dancing now because Jagannath is not there. But mentally you have thought. So in Kali Yuga, even by simply mentally thinking, you will get the punya or the phala of that activity doing. You see how wonderful? Means simply by taking a pledge or taking a vow that, okay, from now I will dance in front of Jagannath Rath Yatra 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is there. So you mentally decided. Simply by deciding that the phala of the dancing in front of Jagannath Ratha, you will get it immediately. That is Kali Yuga effect. Kali Yuga is positive effect. But what about negative of that? But is it that only simply by thinking negative activity also we get? No. Suppose if you are thinking that I want to slap this fellow, for example. But in Kali Yuga, unless you slap, you will not get the negative effect. If you think mentally, I want to slap him, you are not going to get any negative effect. But if you think that, oh, I want to garland him, this time I want to invite our spiritual master. I want to invite my spiritual master to my home. Simply by thinking, simply by getting convinced that I want to invite him, you are actually getting the full benefit of inviting him and worshipping. It means in Kali Yuga you will not get even good thoughts. Forget about good phala. But the moment if somebody is having good thoughts, he will get. So Parikshit Maharaj knows very well that even if I have given him all these things, our people are not going to really get engaged in this activity. So they are not going to be affected by Kali Yuga. He knows very well. So Parikshit Maharaj also did same thing. Though he has given the 4 plus 1, 5 places, he ensured that people don't get attracted towards that by ensuring Sankirtan movement. He has ensured that everywhere Sankirtan movement takes place, that nobody gets attracted towards that. Nobody is affected by that effect of Kali Yuga. In this way, he allowed Kali Yuga to come, but at the time he allowed people, he made people not to be affected by Kali Yuga. That is power of our Parikshit Maharaj. And so we should be very, that's why at the end of Srimad Bhagavatam it is clearly mentioned, this Kali Yuga is full of dosha. Kale dosha nidhe rajan, astik yoko mahagudan, kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param vijay. If you do this sankirtan, the moment you take Krishna's name in the form of sankirtan or in the form of Krishna Katha, you will be delivered from this. You will never be lost in this ocean. You will not be lost in the darkness of Kali Yuga. So let us understand the advantage of Kali Yuga and also threats of Kali Yuga. So threats of Kali Yuga also will understand from Bhagavatam, and advantages also we understand from Bhagavatam. So we will become cautious, and we will take cautious about the threats, and also we take the full advantage of the antidotes, antivirus, become successful in all our endeavors with all happiness, and at the end we will go to spiritual world, Krishna's Goloka. And while we are here, those who are getting lost, those who are drenching or drowning in the ocean of misery, we can give them a shelter so that they can come out. That is the power of Srimad Bhagavatam and Harinam Sankirtan. Thank you very much.